the world is looking at India as the G20 summit is on the anvil September. You know, big faces, dignitaries across the globe visiting India right now. Like I said, the US Secretary of the State, Antony Blinken, there is Sergei Lavrov, who's the Russian foreign minister. We have Qin Gang from China, James Cleverly from United Kingdom. There are foreign ministers from Germany and France that are also arriving in India. Japan is going to be conspicuous with the absence of the foreign minister. They have sent the deputy foreign minister in his place. But again, coming back to the big point that has been the focal point when it comes to India leading the G20 charge, and that is particularly Major Mohommed Ali Shah, is going to be the narrative that India wants to set, irrespective of what the West says, because India says that while you continue to fight your war that has lasted for a year and more, it is the economic repercussions that the rest of the world has to face, saying that the developing nations are right now struggling with unsustainable debt while trying to ensure food and energy security for their citizens. And this food and energy crisis that has been created is the handiwork of the West that has been embroiled in the Ukraine-Russia war.
100% Megha, 100%. Just a couple of days back, we had a summit in Bangalore, where again a consensus could not be reached, and there was a difference of opinions because of whether finance ministers of various countries and the governors of central banks, they had met. In fact, but again, Russia in fact came out and said that because there was a difference of opinion from the West, again, there were people about favoring the America and the NATO forces, and there was China, Russia on one side. So there was no fixed opinion that would come out. Now, but here, when we have the G20 summit going on at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, in fact, at the Cultural Center, at the same time, we are having, incidentally and coincidentally, we are also having a rational dialogue at the same time, where the Italian Prime Minister arrived as the chief guest. That's a different thing altogether, but it's happening at the same time. So we have so many foreign delegations visiting India at the same time right now, 40 countries about, and there are 9 guest countries again who are participating in this G20 summit, like Bangladesh, Egypt, Mauritius, Netherlands, Nigeria, Oman, Singapore, Spain, the UAE. They are the guest countries. And when our Prime Minister spoke over here, I mean, he gave a very nice, polite, loud and clear message when he said that no group could claim global leadership without listening to those who are the most affected by our decisions. They must focus on what divides, what doesn't divide them, what unites them, in fact. So the Prime Minister gave out a very loud and clear message over there. The ministers were expected to discuss on key global issues, such as the meeting was widening the rift between the US-led the West and the China-Russia, the Russian-Ukraine conflict, where China supporting Russia, of course, and the combination of so many things. In fact, the food security, terrorism, so many important things were discussed over here. Now, today is the second day. Now, hopefully, today it will not be like how Russia has said that on Sunday that there were some allegations that, in Bangalore, a consensus could not be reached. Here, I am certain that, it is going to be a very fruitful meeting. And yes, foreign ministers of different countries are here. The foreign minister of China is here. So, right time to iron out differences, not only of India, but since India is in a leadership role right now, of the world, in fact, for that matter, Megha.
Okay, Winkam.